Welcome back to WC Bricks for another episode of Building Mandalore in Lego. And this week I was able to get up to the Blanchardstown Lego store, managed to get a few pick-a-brick boxes, as you can see. The majority of it are these 4x4 plates, and hopefully I've got enough here to get the MOC all finished. But I've also got a load of these 1x2 trans blue bricks, and again I'm hoping that I've got enough to get all of the work done that I need to on the Mandalore build. The rest of the box is filled up with these 1x10 bricks, which again they'll come in handy on the MOC somewhere. The customer service excellent as ever at Blanchardstown. Had a nice chat with the manager Mark there, and also Shane and Freya were serving on the till. And there was one other lady, I didn't catch her name, who kindly went to see if there were any other parts there that might be useful for me. So big shout out to the Blanchardstown Lego store. They are always fantastic up there. Anyway, what we're going to be doing to this week, start off with, is doing the walkway around the edge here. Once I've done that, I can then continue to build the building up to its final height, and also work out what I'm going to be doing on this top section just here, what sort of window design I want to put on there. I want it to look quite a bit different than the ones I've got elsewhere on the build. So got to get my thinking cap on in regards to that. I would like to work on the backside just down there. However, I haven't worked out how I'm going to be doing the prison cells yet, so until I do that I can't build up the wall on the far side. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get the plates out, get the bricks out, and let's get started. And there is the walkway all in place. Originally I had it so that it was actually flush with this wall on the edge here. However, from this angle it didn't look quite right, and I thought I needed to make it more symmetrical. Also, when looking at this side of the MOC, there's going to be a lot going on. You're going to have the prison cells, you're going to have the elevator shaft where Bo-Katan's having a battle, and then at the very top there's going to be the throne room as well. So you are going to be looking at that wall quite a bit. So I thought it was better to have the walkway along there. And again, there's a chance for another battle or two going along there. So there's more chances for more storytelling. Now, before I turn the MOC round and carry on building the supports up and these walls on the front and side, what I do need to do is change these two doors over. Originally, I was going to do tiles over the snot bricks. However, I think a brick built door is going to look much better. So I'm going to do that first. And once I've done so, we'll carry on building on the inside. And there, the two doors all in place. Replaced the snot bricks with these brick builds using the stud shooters just to give it that extra line on there, and really liking how that's looking. I think it's come out better than what a tile effect would have done. So now that I've done that, I can carry on doing the rest of the building behind there. I did have to change a little bit of the structure behind, but it was a very minimal disruption, and I have also built that brick wall up there just a little bit more. But now that I've done this section down here, I can finally concentrate on building this section up at the back. I started building this section up here with the support beams, and I was going to come across here, as the plan was to have the prison cells to around about that level there, and then have a wall that just came up the side here, probably level with this walkway. However, I thought, what's the point of just having a plain grey wall up the top there when I could put more rooms in there, or corridors, more storytelling opportunities. I could even have it so there's a landing platform that comes into this section just here. So there's plenty of opportunities of things I could do with that part of the build. So for the time being, I'm just going to carry on building up this side just here, build the wall along here and around the front here, put the door in, carry on building up, and then I'll worry about this section further down the line. and I need to make a change. I've just stepped back, looked at the MOC from across the room, and where this doorway is not going to work. I was going to start the next window section just here and work my way up. I hadn't realised how high up I was getting, and bearing in mind I have this sort of chunk of build above the window just there, I want something not quite that big, but I want a bit of above the window. I haven't got that much room here. I've probably got about another 20 bricks and I'm up to the right height. So I'm going to need to start my window down here going up. So I'm going to just take that section away and move that doorway round to the other side, I think, and then start my window in that part there. So let's make those changes. I'll check back in once I've done so. And a couple of amendments have been made. The doorway has been moved along. The doorway is now larger, and I've used the door that was this end down on that end there now. I'll probably put another doorway round on the other side here. But one thing I have done is I've removed 2 rows of bricks below this platform bit. That's going to enable me to build that much higher above, and I think it's just going to look a little bit better. I felt there was too big a gap between the platform and the top of that window section just there, so I'm glad I've made that amendment as well. But now I've done so, I can just carry on building all these walls up, build the platform up, and then get ready to put the window section in once we've made. Just checking in here with an update, and progress is being made on the front of the build here. The height is going up nicely, and I think I've probably got about another 10 to 15 bricks higher to go on here, so almost there. On the side here, I'm thinking about putting some sort of structure on here that looks very similar to these ones just down here. I think that might break up the light bluish grey and give it a little bit of a different look, as opposed to having more of these parts popping out. But I'll have a look, see what I come up with, and I'll just experiment with it as I go along and see what comes out best. Now on this front section here, again, I'm going to have another removable window section, and what I'm considering doing is having it so overlaps on the outside here by a couple of bricks, so it looks a lot fatter than what the actual hole is on the side there. Again, I think that's something that's going to just look that a little bit better. Snot bricks again on the front here, they're just so I can add some more details a little bit further down the line. But one thing I am going to need to work on very soon is this section just down here. It's quite hard to get the camera in, as it's a very limited space here I've got. But what I need to do is build the prison cells up at least to here, so I can then put the walkway across and then carry on with this structure on the top section here. Now, one thing I am considering doing is having the prison at the bottom and then the elevator shaft at the top there, and the elevator shaft will lead to the top floor of the prison cells. I just think it's going to look a little bit better than trying to have the elevator shaft at the side of the prison cells, as I'm just concerned that there's not enough width on there to get all of the details in I want to do. But once I start working on it, I'll have a better idea of whether or not it's all going to fit. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this is all coming on. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this update. If you have, please remember to give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content on the channel. If you know anybody else you think would be interested in building Mandalore or building Gotham, if you could share the channel with them, it'd be much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for popping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.